Hello, I'm Emma and I'm 39 years old. Life has been a whirlwind of responsibilities, especially with my husband working long hours in a city far away. I often find myself alone navigating the quiet of our home. And lately, I've been feeling a sense of emptiness that I can't quite shake. A couple of days ago, I slipped into my favorite nightsuit, a soft, comforting fabric that felt like a warm hug against my skin. I was preparing to take a shower when I discovered that the water heater was malfunctioning. Frustrated, I picked up my phone and called my nephew Jake. He's 21, bright and always eager to help. I never thought that this simple request for help would lead me to a moment that would change everything. When Jake arrived, his youthful energy filled the house. He quickly got to work on the heater, and I felt a wave of relief wash over me as he fixed it. But as I turned to thank him, I noticed something in his eyes, a spark of attraction that had never been there before. It was as if the air around us had thickened, charged with unspoken tension. He stepped closer and I could see the question in his gaze. Searching for permission, my heart raced. I was acutely aware of the boundaries that should exist between us. Yet the loneliness I had been feeling began to cloud my judgment. In that moment, I felt a connection that was both thrilling and terrifying. Before I knew it, we were sharing a passionate kiss. It was exhilarating, a rush of emotions that swept me off my feet. His lips were warm and inviting, igniting a fire within me that I hadn't felt in years. I could feel the heat radiating between us, a magnetic pull that drew us closer together. My hands found their way to his hair, fingers tangling in the soft strands as I deepened the kiss. As we pulled away breathless, I could see the desire mirrored in his eyes. The world outside faded away, leaving just the two of us. In that moment, I felt alive. A rush of adrenaline coursing through me. But guilt quickly followed. What was I doing? I was married and this was my nephew. Yet in that moment, all I could think about was the intensity of our connection. Jake stepped back slightly, his gaze searching mine, as if asking for permission to take things further. I hesitated, my heart pounding in my chest, but the longing I felt was undeniable. I nodded, and in an instant, he was back in my arms, our bodies pressed together as if they were meant to fit. We stumbled toward the living room, the atmosphere thick with anticipation. I could feel the warmth of his body against mine, the way his hands explored my back, sending shivers down my spine. It was intoxicating, and I surrendered to the moment, letting go of all my worries and fears. As we fell onto the couch, the world outside ceased to exist. Our kisses grew more fervent, more desperate, as if we were trying to make up for lost time. I could feel his hands roaming, exploring the curves of my body, igniting a fire within me that I had long forgotten. I gasped as he traced his fingers along my skin, each touch sending waves of pleasure coursing through me. In that moment, I lost myself in the satisfaction of our connection. The boundaries of right and wrong blurred, and I found myself enveloped in a sense of happiness that I hadn't experienced in years. I was no longer just a wife. I was a woman rediscovering her desires. Afterward, as Jake dressed and prepared to leave, I was left with a whirlwind of thoughts. What had just happened? Was it a mistake, or was it a revelation of my own desires? I felt a mix of exhilaration and dread, knowing that this moment could change everything. In the days that followed, I found myself consumed by thoughts of Jake. I replayed our encounter in my mind, questioning my choices and the implications of my actions. Was it right to seek comfort in someone so much younger? What would happen if my husband found out? As I navigated my emotions, I realized that this experience had awakened something within me. A desire for connection, intimacy, and understanding that had been missing in my marriage. I began to reflect on my relationship with my husband, contemplating whether it was time for an honest conversation about our needs and desires. TED at a crossroads. If this story resonated with you, Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support means everything to me and helps us create a space where we can share, reflect, and grow together.